Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, TDE got hit with a lawsuit. I don't remember how many days ago it was or how long ago it was. And I haven't got the chance to get to it. Obviously, I just dropped the music video, then all the Grammy stuff. So I had to get to it here. Now, my boy Chig Smooth, you know what I mean? One of my favorites, done dropped a video about it. And I was waiting for more information also to fully come out. And it's looking a little weird. It's looking a little weird. Let's get right into it.
YouTube.
Talk to me nice. You understand me?
Get ready. You know what to do, Chig.
So look at Chig Smooth.
Hey, and if you don't know, it was I think it was I can't say an essay. I think charge. I don't know exactly what it was fully.
Smooth.
So
appreciate all the
I'm
coverage that
expecting
you've been
him to
doing.
say
I've been
here,
watching your
so
shit for a while. I just
let's get
subscribed
right
to
to
your
it.
shit too, bro.
Whoa. Look what we have here, you guys. At this point, these guys are just playing in your faces, you guys. If you guys want to know the true definition of a smear campaign, we got one right in our face with this TDE lawsuit. Allegedly, you guys. Now, a couple days ago, the news broke that TDE Top Dog Entertainment, the label,
Okay,
they had
so for misconduct, not essay. Okay, I had to make sure I said that right and stated that right. Like I said, bro, this doesn't have anything to do with what side you're on in a beef. I said that a while ago. If this comes out to be true, right, and the people who are accused of doing this, pack them up. Yeah, pack them up too. We ain't we ain't pack them right up. You mean, bro? Pack them up. But if it's not, then it's not. And what I'm seeing, one thing I will 100% state is the people that are going the hardest and trying to push this, they've been real quiet the last couple of days, by the way. But when this first broke, people who were really pushing this, I noticed they didn't care about any potential victim. They didn't care. If you go check the accounts, if you go check them, they're OVO accounts. They're OVO Stan accounts. And it was so, felt like people didn't really care. And I started noticing that when this broke, the way that they were trying to put Kendrick Lamar into the story, if you come into the story and you genuinely want to know what's going on, you should. That's fine. If you come into the story trying to tie Kendrick Lamar to it, I automatically know what your intentions truly are, and they're not genuine. So let's not do that. And there's been a few things to come out that made this look a lot shakier. So we'll see. And the timing's a bit weird, but I'm not saying anything's true or not true. It just looks very weird with some of the stuff that's came out.
The label, they had a weird case. Some of their executives were being sued for alleged sexual misconduct and also turning a blind eye when they were made aware of all the allegations. Now, a lot of people said, hold up, pump the brakes. These allegations are a little too close to the Super Bowl date, which also made it tricky because these are hefty allegations. Allegations that you don't want to take lightly, especially because there's two women involved. Now, when the news broke, the two women were not named. The two women were referred to and listed as Jane Doe in the lawsuit because they wanted to have their identity protected, which is the norm in most of these sexual allegations lawsuits. Now, yes.
And by the way, with some of the information that's coming out, it really is, if this comes out to be what it looks like, either way, it's going to be nasty. There's no way the determination of this, when we get to the end of this, isn't going to be nasty. It's either there's niggas at TDE that was being nasty, or it's going to be a clear smear campaign. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you had anything to do with pushing this smear campaign, if that's what it turns out to be, nigga, you go straight to hell, nigga. You ain't because... What? To put this on? What? Bruh. Somebody going to hell at the end of this is basically what I'm saying. Someone going to hell at the end of this.
Today, TDE and their lawyers wasted no time putting out a response to the lawsuit. They said, yo, this is a clear example of a shakedown lawsuit by Linda Luna and Aya Artari, who made a demand of $48 million through their attorneys on fabricated claims and whose attorneys are looking for their 10 minutes of fame. Now, immediately I said, wait, hold up.
48
Let's
M's is
rewind this.
crazy.
I had no idea that it was legal to name the actual women in the lawsuit, even after they wanted their identity to be protected. If you guys remember, in Jay-Z's case that's currently going on right now, Jay-Z actually pleaded to the judge saying, hey, is it possible for us to name the Jane Doe in this case? And I believe the judge shut it down immediately, telling Jay-Z and his lawyer, no, it's not happening, buddy.
Now this morning, a judge is denying Jay-Z's lawyer's
They ain't
request
let
to
Hov do
identify
it.
the rape accuser in a
Why
Jane
ain't
Doe's
let
sexual assault
Hov do it?
lawsuit.
So I thought that was very interesting, but let's get
And that Jay-Z case also, if you've been paying attention to it, I'm not even gonna cover it because of how shaky that, like, if you pay attention to that shit, you know what I mean? And that's why I said why it's such a problem that if this is what it looks like, because you really just hurt the actual victims of these type of things. If this isn't true, if it is true, man, yeah, nail them to the cross. But if it's not true, you should get nailed to the cross too. Like, it. Hopefully they Chigs, and I'm pretty sure he will say exactly what the parts that came out that made me go, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just see how this play out, because
back to their statement.
it gets a little weird. It gets a little weird when some of the information starts coming out.
There's text messages and communications
said, we
that
weren't
totally
there, so we don't
refute
know, but
these
it just-
baseless claims.
And that's what I'm saying. If there are text messages, the lawyers are saying there are text messages and communications that totally refute these baseless claims. That was the first red flag where I would have to assume that a lawyer is not going to specifically state. He didn't say that there are messages, there are communications. He said specifically there are text messages and communication that totally refute this. So I would assume that those things do exist, because if they don't, that would be crazy. But it's like, bro, come on, bro.
Unfortunately, Miss Luna and Miss Alteri were never employees of Top Dog Entertainment. We are confident.
And that's what I'm saying. The people accused of this, I mean, the Linda and the Aya, y'all are able to refute that, right? Y'all are able to prove that y'all were TDE employees, correct? Because if not, you know what I mean? I'm sure you wouldn't make this claim if you weren't able to prove that, correct? So I'm gonna just assume they can prove that. I'm gonna just assume they can prove that and give them the benefit of the doubt here with that, because if they can't,
that we will prevail in this action. So now, not only do we actually get the names of the two Jane Does in the case, but we also come to find out that these two women were never actually employed by Top Dog Entertainment, which is very odd because in their lawsuits, it says that the first plaintiff began working at TDE in 2019. So off rip, somebody's lying here, right? If you were actually employed by TDE, it should be...
And it should be very provable. It should be immediately provable if they worked at TDE in the year of 2019. It should be immediately provable.
Very easy to prove it. Now, this also has to be one of the biggest alley-oops ever. After making the names of these women public, some people started to dig in and actually found out something very interesting. Now, shout out to this content creator. I believe her name is Moni. Her YouTube channel is here, Chilling with Moni. She actually dug deep and researched into one of the women. And come to find out, you guys, Linda Luna, one of the women that's accusing TDE of sexual misconduct, she actually owns her own PR agency. And you guys want to know who two of her clients are? Drake's dad, Dennis Graham, and also Ovio Smiley, Drake's artist.
Okay, all right. Now, that doesn't disprove what she's saying, but it 100%... gets shaky, and 100% goes, you got two OVO clients, and one of them is Drake's father? All I'm saying there is now that looks like motive. Now, if someone's like, why would somebody do this besides just, a cash grab? Looks like could be some motive. This doesn't debunk what they're saying. It definitely makes what they're saying look crazy. And also, shout out to Moni. I'll be talking to Moni every now and then. I don't know exactly everything she did to find this out, but I'm assuming so. And I'm not gonna just same thing when I said with the lawyer. You know, we're gonna wait till all is proved. So I don't know what kind of research she did, but she did find this, and it went kind of viral.
How was it working with Drake?
Good. Like, you know, he's always like just comes with the ideas 1st and then it just makes you go
She's a
harder
PR is
on the
kinda
track,
crazy.
like, you know. He already has a direction on the song, so
Yeah,
then,
he been doing it for so long.
yeah,
You know what he want to do.
veteran, like, so it's sick though, like motivation.
Nah, for sure. Let's get into how did this come along? Like, how did he
I don't
discover you?
need this Smiley interview
What was
right
the first
now,
interaction
nigga.
like?
He just went on Insta. Oh, this guy fucks with this guy, you know.
Yeah.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Commented. So then from there I was like, sick.
In there, please.
I
knew it was
believe
real
you.
then when he
He's
come
an
into that.
OVO
So
artist.
wait a minute, hold up, wait just a second there, please, pause. You mean to tell me that one of the women accusing TDE of sexual misconduct, she's got a direct tie to Drake? The same guy that got destroyed by Kendrick Lamar in the rap battle, and now he's trying to make sure that Kendrick does not perform his hit song.
Drake, I'm just saying right now, bro. If it comes out, if somebody can prove you had anything to do with this, like I said, I'm not saying that. I'm not here to go. Everything they're saying is wrong. Everything they're saying is a lie. But I will say it does look shaky when some of the evidence or some of the things are put to the light. It does look weird. Like when you tell me they weren't employed, I gotta now go, what? Huh? It gives, and anybody who is saying that this is a smear campaign, it's giving that with those. You can't go, you're wrong for saying that. You could feel that way, but with those things that pop out, you gotta go, okay, all right, okay. I can see how I still believe them, or I still rock with them if you're on that side. But okay, no, it look a little weird. It's okay to switch up a little bit when new information is presented.
At the Super Bowl. Now, I do not
like I said,
want to
this doesn't
discredit her
deny
claims.
anything
Whatever
she
she
said.
claims
Yeah,
in that
that's what I
lawsuit
said.
could have very well happened.
Yeah,
right?
like I said,
we
that's
weren't.
not. This isn't evidence to say what she said was wrong, and I'm gonna keep saying that. But it is evidence to go, that's a bad look. It's definitely a bad
There,
look.
we don't
but
know. But if this whole lawsuit goes the way she planned, the second this lawsuit came out, everybody would have been on Kendrick Lamar's case. It would have caused a firestorm on social media that would eventually get to the NFL, and the NFL will make Kendrick not perform the song at the Super
I feel
Bowl.
like
That was
that
the whole
happens.
plan all along for this. Personally, I just find it hard to believe that she would actually be willing to risk not only her credibility as a
too.
PR person, but also her credibility as a human being and also somebody in the music industry.
But the question is, would the TDE lawyers be willing to risk? Who in the list of who's gonna risk something first? A lawyer in court on legal documents, or a PR person in like. So somebody, like, no matter what, somebody is putting their reputation, their word in the line, and it's all gonna fall as like a house of cards. You know what I mean?
If you lose this lawsuit and it actually comes out in court that you lied about everything, it's hard to believe that some of her clients are still going to be with her. And she's got some pretty big names as clients. She's got Chris
She got all the Combses. She got the Diddies.
Brown, Leangelo Ball, who's actually doing really well right now, and also a bunch of other athletes. Very interesting. Listen, man, you guys get in the comments below. Let's pray that the truth actually comes out, whichever way it is. Again, these are very serious allegations and should not be taken lightly by anybody. Post your comments below.
Yeah, with me, the truth is gonna come out in the rinse. It's real weird. Somebody is lying here unto an epic seismic proportions, but like I said, this is not gonna change. And I know, and I'm only speaking to the people who are trying to make this like a Kendrick thing, which makes me feel like this is more of a smear campaign for those people specifically. They don't care about any potential victims. They don't even know about any potential victims. I will say though, this isn't gonna change nothing with, like, I'm Super Bowl happening. I'm still gonna rock until I hear. Because people are making this about Kendrick. More people are talking about Kendrick about this than Top, than anybody. I don't even know if Top is involved. Let me not say Top. I think it's Top's kids. Is it Muda? And my I don't think it's Top. My bad. Let me not put his word. But everybody, the people who are trying to make it is a little like, okay, all right. But it's like, yeah, maybe niggas had. If they did that, the niggas who did that, nail them to the cross. Yeah, should have prayed from the Udders came and knelt him to the cross. If it's a lie, nail her to the cross, nigga. That's someone getting nailed to the cross at the end of the day. So shout out to Dot for all them. What's it called? Grammy Awards. Make sure y'all go check out the video I just did about that historic moment. And can't wait for that Super Bowl, baby. Huh? Maybe GNX Deluxe. We don't know. We don't know. But we'll wait out to see what happens with here. And when the verdict and when this all comes out, we'll continue to cover it. So let's go.